The Murph is a grind. It grinds you out. Just keep going, even when the suck factor is really high.
I like that. The Murph workout is you run a mile, you do 100 pull-ups,
yes,
200 push-ups,
one more round,
300 air squats.
That final mile is a lung buster. And remember, you're doing the whole thing wearing body armor. Military folks transitioning out of the military and professional athletes both have to figure out a new identity after their careers. This is Beyond the Uniform Strength Challenge.
Presented by Navy Federal Credit Union. We're here in Los Angeles. It's my off-season. I've been trying to get the best shape of my life. Why not train with the best, the Navy SEALs? Honestly, I don't think I've ever hung out with a Navy SEAL. In my whole history of life, I wanted to ask you, how hard is that training?
It's the hardest thing I've ever done. Probably a lot like football, right? Like you gotta be physically prepared, but the difference between good and great is your mental game. Who's gonna quit when the pressure is on? Like, it's up here, you know, maybe in here, you know?
My dad was a Marine, you know, growing up. He always had that military kind of vibe. You have to hold yourself to a high standard.
My dad was Marine also. Yeah, so separate pie to our Marine Corps dads, yeah. So here's what I was thinking for today. There's this workout called the Murph. Have you heard of it? The Murph was actually named after my roommate in SEAL training, Michael Murphy. Murph and I had this workout we do where we'd run a mile down the beach to the pull-up bars, and then we'd do 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats. And then we'd run back another mile to our barracks. And that was really the genesis of the Murph workout. When Murph was killed, he was killed in Afghanistan, June 28th, 2005. That was one of the hardest moments of my life. Lost 11 members of the Naval Special Warfare community that day. So now on Memorial Day every day, it's like a huge thing. Tens of thousands of people around the country do it. The Murph workout. I like to do a Murph every Monday Murph, in honor of my roommate. Today's Monday, so I thought we'd do a Murph.
Yeah. Let's get it.
If you're down, if you're down. The best part, we do it wearing body armor to honor the troops. Yeah. All right, brother, strap this on. We do this before every mission. This is our equivalent of putting pads on before the game. I'm sure you're used to that. Yeah. The Murph is a grind. It grinds you out. No matter how strong you are, it requires you to just keep going even when the suck factor is really high.
I truly think the run's gonna mess me up the most. I'm used to short sprints. I don't do long distances. I'm gonna hold my own.
The most important component of the SEAL teams is the camaraderie that's built by doing hard things. When you get into the civilian world, you need that same sense of purpose and mission that you had when you were serving overseas. When I got off active duty, I had a career in media and then ultimately building a financial services business dedicated to the health and wealth of the military community. I've been a Navy Federal Credit Union member since I was 17 years old. As a plebe at the United States Naval Academy, the first credit card I had, the first savings account, my first investments, and now I've actually been able to serve this mission of financial literacy for the military community. I think there's a lot of parallels between professional athletes and special operations personnel, because we both have to make incredible sacrifices. I'm sure along your career, there was all kinds of things you had to give up. Like your friends were having fun, they were doing all this stuff, and you had a game like on Sunday, and you had to be prepared.
Didn't go to any parties or anything like that. People thought like I was a social outcast just because like I had bigger goals.
Did you always know you were gonna play ball?
Literally my first day playing football, I went out and my mom like took me to a practice to see how I liked it. I loved it. And I told my mom, I was like, I want to do this. I want to do this like for life. Like I love this. One of the hardest things, I mean, finding out who I am without football. It's hard to know who you are without it.
Yeah, it's actually the same when guys take off the uniform when they get out of service.
How hard was it like when you first kind of like exited out that stage of life?
I did 13 years in the SEAL teams. For me, I was like focused on gunslinging for so long, and that was my sole and primary focus. And then you got to get out and find like this new mission, this new sense of purpose. Great football player, you probably always had great coaches to help you get better, right? Same thing, like you get a coach, someone to help you out. All right, brother, let's knock out 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats. We'll get it done for Murph.
Let's do it, for Murph.
All right. First round.
Sir.
Here we go. This section could be as long as 20 minutes, so we're gonna break it up.
Knock them out. Let's knock them out for Murph.
We're gonna do 5 pull-ups,
knocking them out quick.
10 push-ups,
knocking them out quick.
15 air squats.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. This is where the hard work starts.
This is how it begins. That's the key here is you gotta keep your heart rate as low as possible. By the time you finish the air squats, your arms should be recovered enough to redo the pull-ups.
Nice.
For the pull-ups, rotate in, use your lats.
Good
your
work,
arms
brother.
will burn out before your big lat muscles
I like
do.
it. That's it.
Breathe through the whole thing. In through the nose,
yes,
clap
sir.
through the mouth.
Yes, sir.
Keep that heart rate low.
Let's knock these out.
Bang it out.
Yes, sir. Let's knock the push-ups out.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I like that. I like that. Get right into it. Right into it. The Murph workout.
You're up.
Everything's reps. Murph was a dog for this. You know, you got 5 reps of pull-ups.
That's it, brother.
I always say my siblings' names, from youngest to oldest: Maya, Anir, Terrence, Aaron, Soleil. That's 5.
5 more for the core.
I love challenges. You don't grow by being comfortable.
Back stretch.
Yes, sir. Nah, I love challenges. The mental aspect's the hardest thing of anything you do, because anybody can go in the weight room and push up some weight.
One more round.
We got to finish out strong.
Cover right here. Breathe through it. Breathe through it, brother.
Yes, sir. That's what they're talking about. This is that hard work they're talking about.
4.
Yes, sir.
5. Bring us home. That's it. Never quit. You got this. Easy day.
Boom! Let's get this one.
That's what I like to see. We do it for all those
Yes, sir.
who couldn't be here with us today.
Let's get.
It's good work, brother.
We got to put it on for them.
Yeah.
We got to do more for them.
We got one more thing. One more mile.
Huh?
1 more mile to go. We got 1 more mile to go.
Now we got to cash out with 1 more mile run. It's deficit running, legs are going to be smoked, and there's no tips here. Just go all out and put out.
That final mile is a lung buster. And remember, you're doing the whole thing wearing body armor. Everybody can do the Murph, but it's a challenge for everybody in their own way. Right here. 3, 2, 1. Done and dusted. Solid work. Nice.
I ain't gonna lie, that Murph workout, that's something else, but it gives you a big respect for the veterans, you know, and the people active in duty. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, this is good work.
Yeah.
That was some work.
Yeah.
That was some work.
Nice job, brother.
Thank you for your service. Shout out to Navy Federal Credit Union and all our military veterans, men and women, pursuing their second act beyond the uniform.